Hello! Almost coming to the end now. Just a few more days to go. Unless I write a lot more stuff very quickly. Perish a thought. This is called the Busker from Hell. Dedicated to somebody I once saw. He was the busker from hell. You just couldn't tell one tune that he played from another. He screeched them so loud that the onlooking crowd didn't spot they were all nearly on covers. He attracted seagulls and dogs with his shrieks. He attracted policemen as well. He attracted the Coast Guard and lifeboat and all. That foghorn, the busker from hell. They took his euphonium off him, smashed his banjo and broke his kazoo. So he sang a cappella and frightened a fella who had to rush off to find nearest loo. Then some bastard brought him a fiddle that he desperately attempted to learn. At one open mic they bought him a bike and made him promise he'd never return. And then he appeared on the telly. It presented a bit of a challenge, 'cause the programme was fixed. Louis Walsh had a fit, 'cause the bugger won Britain's Got Talent. Thank you. I quite like that one. We've all seen them. This is a monologue. It's called The Tale of the Lady Godiva. A right honourable lady from Coventry only had one decent dress. It hung in her cupboard and became all discoloured till it looked an unholy mess. So she sent this fine dress to the cleaners to get it spruced up for a do. But it was so covered in muck that the cleaners screwed up and the dress that was yellow turned blue. So she went off to town to seek cleaners to make a complaint and a fuss, but she had nought to wear, so she let down her hair and set off to catch the next bus. But the driver was not that forthcoming. You can't get on wearing just hair, you're meant to be clad, company'll go mad, come back when you've summat to wear. So she called on a passing milkman, jumped on his horse and set off. On her way into town she made a few crowns selling pinters at 2 pennies off. She sent to the town a strict message, told them that when she rides by, if anyone looked, she'd get a big hook and take out the offender's right eye. But one little bugger never heard it. He was wearing his headphones at time when he stopped in the street the lady to greet, not knowing that it was a crime. He looked up just as she passed him, and then a cruel wind it did blow. It exposed the tits and the ladyship's bits that only her husband should know. She screamed a scream so loudly it frightened the horse out of its wits. It set off at great speed, no orders it heed, and was last seen on M26. And that was the last anyone saw her. The reports from all over the place, but she never returned. All entreaties she spurned. She was ashamed at losing her face. And so, in a charity shop window, sits a dress that is pretty and blue. It's such a nice gown, on sale for a crown, but no one is forming a queue. So heed this sad tale and take warning. Whenever you venture to town, don't bother with hair, always wear underwear, whether it's white or it's brown. Thank you. See you later.